Hello, people. You're welcome back to the channel. It's your one and only Lady Jackson bringing you this update. I see they hot. Flips my hair. I know you guys missed me, but of course, I'm just too expensive for you to contain the joy you're having, to always hear my voice. So, of course, today was the third live eviction show, and heartbreakingly, they evicted Uriel. People are still going haywire about it. And I could not agree more with the people who said that last week, Big Brother had an influence in the eviction show. Today convinced me enough that how could somebody who has appeared twice for eviction with the lowest vote both last week and this week would still get the pass to still be in the house. But it is what it is. It's a game and we just accept it as it is. But of course, as we expected, immediately after the eviction, we're expecting so much drama, and that's what I'm about to unleash on you if there is that kind of narrative. But of course, if you're new to this channel, don't forget to subscribe. Watch this video till the end so you can get the full lowdown on everything that happened. And you know, that's just it. I ain't got time to waste. So we're expecting the head of house games tomorrow. We're expecting a black envelope tomorrow. We're expecting maybe 1 or 2 games tomorrow if it actually happens. So y'all know that I'm going to bring you that lowdown. There's so much more you're going to expect. We're expecting to see how the bond of familyhood gets to die off between Neo and Venita. We want to see the bond of love between Adekunle and Venita, and the chaotic relationship between Angel, Cross, and Samadina. So let me just get right into the first gist of this particular video. And getting right into the gist of this particular video. So Angel and Ike, the head of house, had a bitter exchange. And I keep asking myself that of all things you're going to quarrel about in Big Brother's house is food. So let me just start from the beginning. Y'all remember that for every head of house, you have the lounge upstairs, the private bathroom, the kitchen, the parlor, the extra TV, the fridge filled with, beverages, the fridge and, food stuff. Everything is in abundance there. And then you have your private room to sleep and eat and everything. So, of course, Ike has been enjoying that luxury throughout the week. But there was something he kept making mistake with, is being chaotic when it comes to food. He tries to starve the house, but goes upstairs to eat luxury food. And when I say luxury food, he has beef, chicken, and everything extra, right? But with his stupidity, this was something that was revealed by Ceec, one of his BFFs. She revealed that Ike packed a lot of meat that were in his fridge for him to enjoy with his BFFs. He hid it in the microwave. This meat got spoilt. He carried some other food stuff, hid some other location. They got spoilt, and the whole head of house lounge was smelling. Yes, it was smelling. This was a conversation she had with Seyi, and then after the eviction show, they were supposed to go and cook both upstairs and downstairs. Now, downstairs was the general food, upstairs were for, the elites. And these elites wanted to cook, but discovered that the whole head of house lounge was smelling. Ceec was cooking, she was parboiling rice, but could not make the stew yet. So apparently, Ceec told Seyi to go and make the stew downstairs, but because he was provoked that Ike would hide food stuff from even his BFFs, Seyi refused to do it. Ike had to come downstairs to come prepare the stew. He came downstairs, discovered that there were 2 pots of chicken meat in their large chunks. One was made specially by Angel for herself and her friends, and the other bigger pot was for everyone in the house. Now, she has already cooked that one for hers. And then Ike came and was asking, who has this meat in the big pot and the small one? They responded, this one is Angel that made it, and she's here. The other one is for the house. And he was like, you know what? I'm here to make stew, but I'll eat meat from this one. I'll eat from Angel's own, and then eat my own. And seeing that the both of them had bad altercations previously on food matters, Angel had to warn him to not try that nonsense. She's not here to joke with him. He can do his head of house tyranny any other place, but he shouldn't bring it close to her. And that was when they started having a bitter exchange. And it was going from him proving that he's the head of house and how he can do whatever he wants and all the 9 yards. And Angel, as petty as she can be and has, big mouth, she kept insulting him and telling him how he needs the 120, but she doesn't. And if he tries that nonsense he wants to do, she's going to use a pot to slam him on his head and go pack her things and leave the house. He kept saying that, the only thing that's going to save her is the fact that she wants to take the pot out. She had already picked the pot and went to her locker. And at the point where she kept hearing him that he was, saying that the only thing that has saved her was her taking the pot away, she brought it back and kept threatening him or challenging him or daring him, if that's the word. Come on. Dip your hand inside this pot and let me injure you. And you'll know that this head of house nonsense you're taking on your head is not what will even help your life. And I was just rather very disappointed in him that all the fights he had were with ladies over food. He had fought with Angel twice over food. He had fought with his bestie, Ceec, over food. He had fought with Venita over food. Oh my God. How would you fight only over food and not with the guys? Why would you put yourself in such category of stupidity if that's what you want to do? If you want to cause chaos in the house, do it in better ways. And I don't know how this will lead him not to even get evicted from the house because he's getting me bored. I was thinking he was going to, become very sexual like he was in the season and explore it better this time and be a sweet badass, but he's not. Not even a playboy, at least. That's something we expected from someone like him who pimps girls to big boys. Angel, on the other hand, it seems like that narrative of her having a big boyfriend who can actually spend the 120 million naira on her is quite true because, well, it is what it is. Girl knows how to sell her market, and I'm all here for it. It is so crazy to the point that I think Ike or Angel might actually get a strike in the house. So Ike went on, after the thing had died down, right? Ike went on to talk to, what's his name? Kidwire. He was telling him how he is not satisfied. He's not going to sleep upstairs tonight. After all, he's in the same room with Angel. He's going to make sure she gets a strike, that he is not done. He feels pained and he's not going to let it slide. And then talking about how Angel has been testing him, and this time he's going to make her get a strike because after all she says she's going to hit him with something. And of course, if you injure somebody, you're actually leaving the show. There's no contention around that. He went on to tell some other guys the same thing. He was sitting in the kitchen, and then Angel was done doing some of her facial works in the dressing room, and he was coming out to put something in the dustbin when Ike actually called her attention again, and they started going at each other. This time it was very chaotic. I would agree with Angel this time that Ike was indirectly calling her a prostitute when he was saying that it's men that used to get her things, that we use her and dump her and buy her house and buy her car. And of course, she was responding that, of course, if that, so let him go and do it too now. Let him go and bend over, let them enter him, and then he can get his own house, his own Benz, and a lot of things. He kept shouting how he's going to make her get a strike. He's going to make her get a disqualification and leave this house. And she was like, if he easy now, get up. Me get a strike over your head. You too small. Nonsense. Stupid ass B. Man, these two people, it's terrible. First off, this is one of the fights I actually would want to stand beside Angel and be disappointed in Ike, how he gets petty over food and any little thing he wants to make people get a strike or get disqualified. Like, of all things, you feel you're not strong enough to stand beside other people. You just wanted them to get disqualified. This fight is not over because this night is about to go down.